In this video, I will be demonstrating how to configure the Chargent payment request feature for your not-for-profit organization. The payment request feature is Chargent's most popular feature. With Chargent's payment request feature, you can send a secure link via email for your donors to click on to provide their payment information and make a donation online. Your Salesforce users can send a payment request to donors and potential donors with the click of a button. In addition, you can use the power of Salesforce automation to send the emails automatically, which I cover in this video. Ready to do the setup? Here are the steps. Step 1. Check to be sure you have configured the payment request site. Check in Salesforce Setup in Sites to be sure that you have set up your payment request site. If you would like assistance setting up the site, refer to our online documentation or contact the Chargent support team. We're here to help. If you want to learn more about Salesforce payments, then I want you to get our guide on reducing accounts receivable and collections challenges in Salesforce with Chargent. You will learn how Chargent can make your payments process highly configurable and completely automated. This will save you time and money. Get our expert guide in the description of this video. Step 2, customize your payment request. For the next step, click on the Salesforce app launcher and go to Chargent settings. Click on the Payment Request Setup sub-tab at the far right. This is where you will create the templates for your payment requests. You have the option to have multiple payment request templates. You would use multiple payment request templates if you want to send different templates for different purposes. For example, you may have multiple programs that you receive funding from donors for. You could have one payment request template for sending payment requests to donors who are interested in donating to program A, and you can have a different payment request template for sending payment requests to donors who are interested in donating to program B. Click the new button here to create a payment request template. When you see the template created below, click on it. Here in step 1, select your site like so. Next, click the next button. In step 2, enter a name for this payment request template, which makes it easy to see what this template is used for. You can also give this payment request template a description here. In step 3, select the allowed payment methods and payment request. For this demonstration, I am going to select card and bank account as the payment method options I would like to be available for donors, and I will leave the default for the payment request link expiration to the default of 60 days. In step 4, you can configure the setting to create a payment request for all Chargent orders. This setting is helpful if you are going to use Salesforce automation to send the payment requests automatically. Leave the show debug setting to no, as that is only used for troubleshooting purposes. And for the default payment request setting, choose yes if you would like this payment request template to be the default. Your Salesforce users will have the opportunity to select from the various payment request templates when they send a payment request. This setting determines which template you would like to be the default. Once those settings are configured, click Next. Now for the fun part. In step 5, you can customize the payment request welcome text. This is the text that your donors will see when they click on the pay link in their email. At a minimum, update the word payment to donation or gift, but you can really make this message your own. In step 6, customize the other messages that your donors will see depending on the result of their donation. In other words, whether the transaction was successful and it was approved by your gateway, or the transaction failed and it was declined by your gateway. As a best practice, I recommend to include contact information for your customer service or accounting department in the fail message so that your donors can reach out to your organization to complete their donation instead of abandoning it. The payment request footer is usually used to display your organization's name, address, phone number, and website. Just below, you will see the option to use developer pages. When your donor clicks on the pay link, they are being displayed a Salesforce Visualforce page via the site which we configured in Salesforce Setup. When you installed Chargent into your Salesforce org, the Chargent payment request Visualforce pages were included. Here in the steps to configure the payment request template, we are customizing those Visualforce pages. Salesforce developers and consultants who know how to write code for Salesforce Visualforce pages have the option to create their own Visualforce pages to use instead of using Chargent's. That is what the option for developer pages is here for. You will work with your Salesforce developer and/or your Salesforce consultant to use the developer page option. Okay, back to the setup. Click the next button at the bottom. Here in step 7, you can upload your logo to appear on the payment request Visualforce page. Click Upload Files here to upload your logo or drop the file into here. Note the specifications for your file here. In step 8, you can edit the tab names which appear on the payment request. Update payment to donation or gift here. By the way, if you're not 100% sure how you want these settings configured right now, don't worry. You can come back through here and make changes at any time. In step 9, configure the button your donors will click on after they have entered their payment information to make the donation. Update pay to donate or gift here. You can also choose what color you want the button to be. In step 10, you can select a background for the payment request Visualforce page. If you leave this blank, the background will be white. But white is boring, so let's add a background and make it look pretty. You will need to obtain the link for the background from the static resource record in Salesforce. Let's look at that together. You will need an image saved to your desktop or your computer files. These could be from your marketing images or website. Be sure to note the image file name because you are going to need that. Now click the gear icon in the top right corner and navigate to Salesforce Setup. Salesforce will open a new window when you navigate to Setup, so you will not lose all your work that you have already done configuring the payment request template. In the quick find box in Setup, type in static and then click on static resources. Click the new button here. Give the background image a name, such as payment request background image, and you can add a description here as well. Next, click on Choose File to upload your background image file. In the cache control setting, update that to public. Now click on View File here. Copy the URL here, and now head back into the payment request template configuration to step 10, click the Enable Custom Background checkbox, and copy the URL into the box below. Now click Next. Here you can view your newly customized payment request Visualforce page by clicking the Preview button. If you want to make changes, click the back button to go back and make your changes. If you like it, click the Save button. For the next step, we are going to look at the email which contains the payment request link. Click the gear icon in the top right corner to go to Salesforce Setup. Type in Classic in the Quick Find box and click on Classic Email Templates. Where it says Folder, select Chargent Templates. Click on either the Payment Request Email or the Payment Request Email HTML to edit the email template. Here I am updating the text which states Payment to Donation. Be sure not to update the text within the merge fields. For more information about working with the email templates, see this video here. Congratulations, you have customized the Chargent payment request feature for your specific use case. Want to test it out? Click the app launcher, head over to a Chargent order record, and click the Send Payment Request button to send yourself a payment request. Or if you are using the Chargent Anywhere Lightning Web component on a different Salesforce object, head to one of those objects records and click the Send Payment Request button to send yourself a payment request. And now, check out this next video. Recurring donations for not-for-profits. My name is Stacy, and at Chargent, we're dedicated to helping Salesforce customers like you keep your payments simple. And remember, we're always here to help.